Hello, I'm Alex Shaldone. I'm doing a book review of the Charlton story on the keys to business success. Now, Earl Perry Charlton was born in June of 1863 to a family of blacksmiths, and as he grew up, he realized he didn't want to follow in his family's footsteps, so he opened up his own business. It was a 5 and 10 store. Basically sold everyday needs, toiletries, office supplies, just things like that. He opened his first store with Seymour Knox in December of 1889. It was originally located in Fall River and actually ended up getting opened in 1890. And eventually, Charlton ended up with 596 stores. Like I said, he was one of the entrepreneurs of 5 and 10 stores. A couple things he prided himself on were his acknowledgement of the customer's dominance in shaping his business. He was really big on customer service, and he was also a philanthropist. And all these things really helped him become a successful businessman. Now, he ran into a few problems along the way. One of his first problems was that he didn't really know how to present his inventory in a way that it was effective. He was disorganized. He left things in the back rooms, in boxes. Really left his customers confused. They couldn't really see everything that he had to offer. But he understood his problems. He understood that he had a problem that he had to solve. So he rearranged his store, presented everything in a way where it was easy to find what you were looking for, and that actually gained him a lot of loyal customers. Another problem that he had in his business is that he didn't really have, at first, a diversity in pricing. Everything was around 25 cents, give or take, and a lot of customers were confused because they didn't feel like some of the products were worth that much. So what he ended up doing was he just went through his inventory and kind of differentiated products based on values and started selling things for 5 or 10 cents as well as 25 cents. This actually caused his business to boom. He started attracting more customers, and as he attracted more customers, he opened more businesses. He actually went international, opened a business in Canada. He moved out west. And one of the things that happened out west was one of his businesses was actually destroyed. And he was one of the first entrepreneurs to rebuild and restart his business in the same spot. And this really showed customers that he was passionate about what he was doing. He was involved in it. It showed them that he was really committed to his business, and that's another thing that made him a great entrepreneur. Another thing that actually made him a very good entrepreneur was he was really focused on customer relations. He really wanted to focus on the customers. He wanted to make sure that they were happy. He wanted to make sure that they got help if they needed it. He's also a philanthropist. He donated a lot of money to different charities, different organizations. At one point, he donated a yacht to the military. He donated about $500,000 to a hospital in Fall River, which really allowed the hospital to thrive and become more effective. He gave parts of his will to organizations and other charities. He actually donated $3 million to this school for the Charlton School of Business. Like I said, he was really focused on giving back to his community, making sure that he kept the people who kept him happy. Another thing that made him just really good and a pure entrepreneur is that he was very careful about who he chose to do business with. He wanted to make sure that if he was going to do business with someone, that they would share his views on philanthropy and customer relations, because he didn't want to jeopardize kind of the foundation of his business that he had started. And he stayed true to his beliefs and his ideas throughout the entire process, which really kept him a loyal customer base. And that was one of the things that allowed him to thrive. And with all these things, he established himself as one of the most prominent entrepreneurs of all time.